What's up, guys? It's Ricky with Rapscallion Gaming coming at you with some more Halo 4 gameplay. What you're looking at here is some Ricochet. I get the Run and Riot. I don't think I played the objective very much in this game here, but it was a lot of fun. One of the first gameplays I got with Ricochet, and I gotta say I'm very pleased with Ricochet so far. I will say there are a couple of tweaks that need to be done, but we'll get into that here in just a little bit. So, I know it's been a while since I've been around on the YouTubes here, guys, but I will explain that in a later commentary if you like. There's been a lot of things that have been going on here recently in my life that have kind of put YouTube to the wayside. One, my grandpa actually got diagnosed with cancer. It actually took out his pelvis and he's now in a wheelchair. So, you know, that's been one thing. I also did a week-long vacation to the Grand Canyon, school starting back, and then on top of that, after we got back from the Grand Canyon, my mom got an infection in her gallbladder and had to go into surgery. He's been in the hospital, so it's been a crazy month for old Rapscallion here. So, let's get into the topic of the day again, which is Ricochet, of course. So, guys, I really am glad that Ricochet is finally here. I mean, not only with the Champions Bundle, all the new weapon skins and everything, but this is the thing that I was most excited for, honestly, with the Champions Bundle, which is now, or Ricochet rather, is now a public game type so everyone can play it. So by now, I think everyone's got a good idea of how to play Ricochet. 50 points to run it in, 20 if you throw it. But let's talk about some of the more in-detail stuff, like the weapon spawns, and really, I'm so glad that Ricochet is here, because the game type itself is such a breath of fresh air to not only Halo 4, but to the Halo community in itself, because I think this is something that everyone is excited for, something that everyone's been looking forward to for Halo 4, to get this a breath of fresh air into the game. You know, but I'm super pumped with the new game type. Not only that, but just the sheer potential that this game type has. Like, not only now, but in the future. Not only as a casual game type, which I kind of feel like it is now, but also as a competitive game type as well. And I know everyone knows by now that, you know, Ghost of the Army is working on the V4 settings for this, and I'm like super pumped to see how that's going to work out. But, you know, some of the major complaints I do have about Ricochet, I mean, it is a great game type, but it definitely could use some tweaks, are one, the weapon spawns. I know a lot of people have made commentaries on this already, like Modest Major, Severed Void. Check them out. They make great commentaries with their opinions of Ricochet. And, you know, I have to agree, some of the weapon spawns on this are just ridiculous. Like, I mean, in this game type here, like, just on Solace here, you've got the Incineration Cannon, Binary Rifle, 2 swords at the bottom. Like, it's just ridiculous the amount of power weapons that are on this. And honestly, for the most part, I would be totally fine with just having the regular spawns that are on the maps. I think they worked really well, and I can definitely see them working really well with Ricochet as well. I'm going to go ahead and swap over actually to another gameplay here, because this one was actually really short. It was just under 3 minutes that we won that. What this right here, I believe, is, yeah, it's CTF on Pitfall, not an actual Ricochet game type, but, you know, hey, whatever. So, yeah, while we're on the topic of spawns, actually, another thing that really bothers me with Ricochet is the ball spawn at the beginning of the match. It really just kind of irks me a little bit, especially on Haven, when you rush down to bottom mid, only to have to wait for that timer to actually spawn the ball. But, you know, I can see where 343's head was at with that, like, sitting at a round table, and someone's like, alright, guys, we'll have them rush bottom mid to gain control of the scatter shot, not the actual Ricochet ball, because scatter shot's everyone's favorite unreliable Prometheus shotgun that's actually less powerful than the sidearm, the bolt shot. What do you guys think? Approved. You know, I mean, if that's where 343's head was at with that, why not put rockets down there on bottom mid instead of the frickin' scatter shot? That would be like the rush in the beginning of the match in Pitfall all over again. Like, that rush to rockets is just insane. Like, it's an adrenaline rush every single time you do it. So, you know, just tweaks like that I think will push the game type in the right direction. And also, while we're on spawns, another thing that irks me is the player spawns. Like, they're just like super weird. It doesn't matter. Like, you can literally be standing in their spawn and they will still spawn right on you. It's like the spawn types in Griffball. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. You can literally watch them spawn and kill them, and that's just one thing. It makes it like extremely difficult to score the ball, and you know, it, like Void said in his commentary, I'm not sure how to fix it, but something needs fixing. I will say, however, that the maps for Ricochet are freaking awesome. They're all small, medium-sized maps. You know, we got Haven, Solace, Adrift, Skyline, Monolith, and Pitfall. And there might be one that I'm missing in there, but you know, you only play Haven, Solace, and Adrift anyways because no one has the freaking DLC. Buy the DLC, guys. I have yet to play on Skyline or Monolith, and it sounds freaking great. But you know, so far I'm loving Ricochet. Also, I would really like to see some Forge maps implemented into this game type, and really just Forge maps as a whole in Halo 4 matchmaking. I think would make it a lot of fun. So, you know, put in some new maps there, be a lot of fun. Give it a new little fresh breath there, breath of fresh air. But this game type has a lot of potential, not only in the competitive side with the V4 settings and everything coming out, but also on the custom lobby side, you know, going back to using like Forge maps and stuff. You know, just the first thing that comes to my mind is like a basketball game type to where you can only throw it into the basket and score that way. But, you know, that's just something on top of my head. I'm really terrible at coming up with ideas for game types and maps for that matter. I'm a terrible forger and stuff. Yeah, that is completely off topic, but that's something that I think would be really cool, and I'm excited to see in Ricochet. But yeah, loving Ricochet. It's a lot of fun. It's something I think the Halo community needed, you know, a breath of fresh air, and something to look forward to amongst all the blind spewing of negativity. Just negativity. 343, you did a great job. Looking forward to the tweaks in the future, and the V4 settings are going to be freaking awesome. I just know it. Ghost Army is great at doing that sort of stuff. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And 343, bring back Team Regicide. Rapscallion.